Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News, and we've got some Marathon Monday updates from yesterday's Boston Marathon. The, 126th running of the marathon there on Patriots Day in Boston, Massachusetts. Starting off in Hopkinton, ending, near Kenmore Square? Where does it end? The old 26.2 race. So we've got several Bachelor alumni, heroes, Zac, Clark, and Matt James, both ran the race, both completed the race. We're going to get into their stories. Rachel posts, "Hey you, I love you and I'm so proud of you. This man is currently in the middle of the Boston Marathon running for the USO and he is crushing it. Please pray for him and all the runners for their safety, strength, and encouragement." Update, he crushed it and set a personal record. Let's go to see what he said about it, and then we're going to see what Zac Clark said on his Instagram about it. We'll get into all that. Bachelor Data was posting the splits. Here's where they were. The asterisk below is the projected splits, but the split is the mile pace, how fast of a mile he's running. He was at a 7:28 for the first 5K. That's very fast. You never want to go too fast. You never want your adrenaline to get the best of you because those last 5 miles, especially with Heartbreak Hill, can be quite a pain. So he was projected to actually run a 2 hour, 37-minute mile, which is blazing fast. Now, if you guys were wondering, I ran one at the age of 19 years old, and mine was 3 hours, 47 minutes, and 30 seconds, but who's counting? I thought that was fast. Anything sub 3 is fast. Anything sub 4 hours is still really, really good, and of course, just finishing the marathon is great too. So here's his stories. Let's go and watch him as he runs the race here.
I've hitched my wagon to Tim. On pace for a PR on the half marathon. Burnout's imminent. Pray for me.
Burnout is imminent. And there they are. So that was the only update we had from him. And this was the post from Boston Marathon. "Will you accept this medal? Hashtag Boston 126. Matt James and Zac Clark. Absolute animal. Almost PR'd on Boston. Which, of course, getting a personal record in Boston, that's not the race to run your fastest marathon. There's hills, it's windy, it's cold, it can be a hell of a race. Mile 21. So we're gonna get some reposts here, and then what I love about the running community: 100 yards from the finish, and you bond with complete strangers. So Matt James reposted this. There he is. Oh, and who's he running with? He's got his running partner. He's got his hand on the running partner's shoulder there. So good for them. Making a friend. Hitched his wagon. Y'all made this so much fun today. I was about to walk numerous times, and y'all had the course going crazy. So we're going to get to the actual winners of the race, but of course, anyone who runs the race is a winner. I mean, if there's ever a need for a participation trophy, it's during a marathon. This ain't no T-ball. I participated. I showed up. No. You ran a race that, it's become way more popular to run, but it's terribly damaging to your body. This is not something you do to build muscle here. This is a test of endurance.
What a freaking race. I went out there with no plans. I didn't see any pacers today. So I was running up to random people and just asking them what they were running that were like in my group. I came out of the gate flying. I was on pace for like 3:15. Give it all you got. I'm gonna run until I have nothing left. That's what I did the first 17 miles.
Well, that's what happens. He goes, listen, guys, it's one thing to be like, why don't you just keep running hard? Your body's literally shutting down. By the end, you're like, God, I can't even go. So he ran fast. I mean, let's go backwards here. Look at these splits.
Race. I went out there with no plans. I didn't see any pacers today. So I was running up to random
running
people
extremely fast.
Give it all you got. Hard as I could. I gave you 17 miles. 7:30 pace, 7:30 pace, 7:30 pace. And then when I got to mile 20, 12 minutes. I was done. My legs were locking up. I had nothing else in the tank.
That's what happens. Your body, your lactic acid, you eat a banana. That ain't going to save me right now. When I ran mine, not that anyone cares. When I ran mine, my kneecaps separated at like the 23-mile mark. My bones, my joints were like, nope, not anymore. Even though, I tried it, and then I still kind of hobbled to the finish line. Took 8 months off after that, but
I finished like 3:49. I'm happy with that.
Oh, you got 3:49. What? I guess I beat Matt James. I was only 19.
I had zero expectations.
He's a D1 athlete, played pro. Hey, we're happy for you. And again, mine was an Ocean Drive Marathon, which was in Cape May, New Jersey. And I don't even know if they still run this marathon. But it was a relatively flat marathon as it was coastline. But you did have to battle the prevailing winds. And there was a few bridges you had to run up and over, which is a little bit of a pain.
Going into it, it was just an honor to run for the USO. Everyone out there today was incredible. That was electric. They were so much fun. Really enjoyed it.
And then a post from the Boston Marathon training. What a day. As I hit Boylston Street, my stomach said, no way, you can guess the rest. I was saved by this fine young man. He put his hand on my shoulder and said, we're finishing together. Matt, you saved me, and I am ever grateful to you. So there they are, my dog Mark. Mark and Matt, that's what the running community is all about. So this was his friend that he ran with for the rest of the race. How fun is that? What a great moment. Let's see.
Yo. Just a quick reminder to check out Bankrate's YouTube channel. They've compiled extremely helpful education.
Okay, good. So here he is with Zac Clark, and then we're going to go to Zac's race and see what he has posted from it. They, I think, reunited at the end. And then, of course, his boo thing, Rachel Kirkconnell there, giving him the love. My dog, Tim, this is the dude I followed for 12 miles until he left me in the dust. Check out Michael. Okay, very good. What else do we have here? Of course, there with the family over there with his mom. And who's Nicole Castillo? I don't know who that is. I was in there about to die. You a real one for getting us in there. Where's okay, so anyway, that's that. And then let's go to Zac Clark and see what he has posted from his time racing.
And here we go. Back on Patriots Day 9 years ago, Adrian Hassel, the ballroom.
I wonder if they finished at the same time. So thanks to volunteers there. There's Zac Clark running the race. He's in great shape. Now look, Zac Clark's more of a marathon running size, of course. Height does not help you. You know, Matt James is a sprinter. He was a wide receiver. That's sprinting, right? I mean, we all know that. So someone who's like Matt James, not built to run long distance, just not. So for the fact that he was able to is impressive. But Zac Clark, this is more his jam. There he is. Good pace. Not being weighed down by Tasha. I'm just kidding, folks. All right, there they are. Photos at the end. Another photo. They did it. So they're both running for great charities. Matt James, the USO, of course, and Zac Clark, Release Recover. Is that what it's called? Release Recover. Hey, Jason Foster was there. So we'll click on Jason Foster in a second. That's the final update. Is Jason Foster ran into Caroline. Let's go to Jason Foster here, our good friend, alumni from the University of Rhode Island. He ran into, I don't even know if I have this uploaded still. It's gone. He ran into Caroline Lunny. So who knows? Maybe some love will be found there at the finish line, as long as he lets her finish first. Come on, folks.
Oh
it's a marathon, not a sprint. What are we talking about? So here's the Boston Marathon page, and here's who actually won the. I mean, these are just incredible athletes. The timing. I mean, what are they running? 2-hour marathons. So let's see if we can get to the finish line. Of course. I mean, geez, what do they keep the finish line open for? Probably like 7 hours there. So celebration dance at the end. Congratulations to all of our finishers. Shout out to our 6-star finishers. There they are, Matt and Zac. We got them. Cheers to the 50-year-old club running the marathon. So it's all about, hey, this is what's great, right? Oh, let's go back to this. Let's check out that finish line here. So there they are. Oh, look at that feeling. Isn't that special? All the amazing volunteers. And as we know, it's like only a couple years ago, really, only in our recent history was there a bombing that killed, a handful of people and scarred the city in ways. This is part of, I used to live in Boston, and to think that could have happened, domestic terrorism and all that is just shocking. But of course, you see people show back up. This is back to Patriots Day. I think they ran it in the fall last year, right, because of the pandemic, but they kept it going back to Patriots Day, and prevail we must. So there they are, the champions themselves. Again, I don't know how fast they run. Let's see how fast did winners run Boston Marathon 2022. Let's just see what we're at here. So this finished with an unofficial time of 1 hour, 8 minutes. Second was Dustin Baker, who finished 7 minutes. Wait, hold on. Is this real? It just sounds insane. You can't run a marathon in 1 hour. What are they talking about? Maybe that was the half marathon. Here are your 2022 winners. Chaz Davis finished first in the men's group with a time of 2 hours, 45 minutes. Yeah, you couldn't run that fast on a motorcycle. Followed by Eric Strong, 3 hours, 9 minutes. So he beat his competition by 24 minutes. The two women in this division, Joyce Crone and Angela Moran, finished 4:30. Wait, hold on. Here are the winners. Oh, that's the para athletics division. Hold on a second, folks. Hold on. We're gonna find out what not to discredit the para athletics division, but that's not what we were looking for. The top times from U.S. runners. So the top 5 U.S. men, Scott Froebel, 2 hours and 8 minutes. So maybe he did run it in an hour 47. Nasser takes first place in duo teams. What does this even mean? Can I just get who won? Anyway, what a finish. Here it is. One of the greatest races in Boston Marathon history in the women's elite division. Olympic champion Pierre Jepchirchir takes the win on Boylston Street.
Will be the Olympic champion coming through. They can see the finish line. Will be the Olympic champion.
Hold on, we're having some technical difficulties here.
Will be the Olympic champion. When one of the greatest races in Boston.
So they were head to head here. Of course, I'm having some issues. What the hell's going on here? So look at that. Isn't that the video is all botchy right now, but that's incredible to after 26 miles that they're only several steps apart from each other. So kudos to everyone who ran the marathon, and congratulations to Matt and Zach for representing Bachelor Nation with pride. And of course, shout out to the USO and to Zach's Foundation Release Recovery for all the good work they're doing. Because of course, when most people that aren't competitive athletes, no, they're not. When they're not a competitive athlete, you run on behalf of a charity, so it's a great way to raise money. All right, folks, I got Patreon coming at you next. Patreon.com/Dave Neal, 10 a.m. Pacific time. If you're watching this later on, you can always rewatch all the Patreon videos. They're all available to you guys. When you sign up, you get all the past episodes. There's literally hundreds out there. So we'll see you over there. More content coming your way. Bye, everybody.